Uh, okay. So what we have completed so far, okay, so we have completed the O2C cycle completely, okay, and then receiving part we have already done. Now we will complete today the drop ship and the B2B. Okay. So drop shipment flow, right? So drop shipment flow is, nothing but like as a business, I don't have the warehouse and still I want to run my business. So in such cases, how I can run my business. So I can procure the finished goods from one supplier and I can directly ship it to the customer side. And once I receive the invoice, then I will pay to the supplier, and supplier will deliver the goods to the customer, and customer pay to me. So that's how the flow will work. Okay. Let's take
It's
an
like
example of.
Flipkart and Amazon, right?
Yes. These are the live example. Okay, because such
Okay,
cases,
okay.
if you see that somewhere they return that fulfillment done by the Amazon, and somewhere they will put that by the supplier or maybe some other stores. Correct. So how we can go ahead and do that? So first of all, in order to achieve this drop shipment in Oracle Fusion, we have to enable the features. So we will cover that. Then we have to have the ATP rule, sourcing rule, assignment set. These are the key play role, right? Where what setup you do, right? This setup has to be done, and these setups are very critical. Otherwise, drop shipment back to back won't work. Okay. Then manage item. What all items has to be, what all attribute. Anyway, we have already covered. We will review that. Then what do you have? You have the manage drop ship financial flow. That has to be set up. That is very key important setup. And after that, release planning recommendations. So that is the ESS job. So let's take an example. Uh, Sometime what happened, right? In Oracle Fusion, when supply requests were created, it's not converting to the the planning recommendations, right? Not generating the PR. So in such cases, you can schedule this program in every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so that in every 3 minutes, if any request is stuck, system will process that. Then customer. So customer, we have already created an order type. That is what, because this order type we have associated already the order session. Correct. So let's begin with the session. So what we have to do, we have to first go to the setup and maintenance. So let's go to the setup and maintenance. Okay. So now we'll go to the order management and change feature. Okay. So we'll go to the change feature opted. So if you see order management and offering, we have to enable the drop ship. Okay. So in the order management, we have to change the feature. Okay. So if you scroll to the up, let me scroll up and then we'll come back. See, dropship. So this is what the flag you have to enable. Okay. Once you enable, then there is a one more offering that we have to enable. Okay. So we'll click on done and then we'll go to the procurement. That is another, the offering where we have to enable the feature. So we'll go to the change feature option. So what we have to do, we have to go to the procurement offering and we have to enable the customer sales order fulfillment. That we have to enable. So in interviews, generally they will ask you, right, how we can enable the, because it's not directly enabled, right? So you have to enable it. So we'll go to the feature in procurement. Okay. Let me go up. And if you come down, and we'll look at that what needs to be enabled. Let me click on done. Today's system is running very slow, I think. Okay. So there are other features also. Click that also. Customer fulfillment, research, research. Sure. Come back and search again. I don't know, display issue or what. Let me again, and we'll go slowly. Let me scroll up and then we'll come down slowly. So customer sales order fulfillment. See, let me zoom. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a minute. I'm sending uh, the link to. Okay. So we are good with the customer sales order fulfillment. Okay. Let me, I think, zoom out. Okay. All right. So click on done. So these two that we have to do. Okay. And after that, what we have to do, we have to go to the manage ATP rule, manage sourcing rule, manage assignment set. Before that, what we have to do, we have to create our item inventory of that we have already covered. That we have to create before creating the item. Okay, so first we'll review our item and item attribute detail because that is very important, right? In order to, why it is, I think so. Okay, now let me go to the product management, and within the product management, we'll go to the product information management. Once we click on the product information management, we'll go to the search and then enter the item number and try to search our item. So we have completed enabling the feature part. Correct. Let me search our BB item class. That is what we have created. So let me search with ABB item class. And now let me enter the item number and try to search the item. So if you see, right, so we have created item into ABB IMO and we'll click on the ABB 102. That is what our item. Okay. Drop shipment specifications. Okay. So we'll review the specifications and we'll go to the sales order management. So in the sales order management, so this is what important where you have to default sales order source type as an external if you would like to go and prefer for the dropship. Okay. Then we have check ATP material only, internally transferable transfer order enabled. These two attributes is required for the transfer order. Okay. So this is what exactly the trigger point which decide that particular item is dropship item or the back-to-back item. Okay. So it is a dropship. Now coming to the planning side. Okay. So planning side. Okay. So we have already defined the planning method, right? And then create supply as yes. Okay. We are using the user defined time frames. These all are required, MPS MRP planning. Okay. Then coming to the purchasing. So it has to be purchased, enable or purchasable means whether you would like to go to purchase that particular item or you want, you know, to finish goods, to produce, to manufacture that item. So how this decide? So in the planning section, if you look at make or buy, so if this is a buy, then it will create a PR and that you can convert it to the PO. If you set this as a make, then it will convert it to the finished goods. Okay. Now coming to the manufacturing will, the default standard. So it's required, it's depend whether to, it's a finished goods product or not. Okay. So this is what the setup that we have to do. And after that, we will go to the ATP. Okay. So let's go to the ATP. Okay. So for ATP, we have to go to the order management, go to the global order promising. And once we go to the global order promising, so you have to run the planning source system, right? Manage planning source system where you will enable within the OPS your new inventory of, okay, if you have created. So for now, already we have done that task. So we are not going to follow that steps again. Manage ATP rule. So in the manage ATP rule, so we'll search our inventory of ABB INV 01. And this is what the ATP rule. Now I'll click on the pencil icon. So this is how the ATP rule that you have to create. Okay. And this split order when supply becomes available, right? Minimum quantity for splitting one, right? So this you can decide based on the business requirement whether uh, to split the order or not to split. Okay. And if split to the order, then how much in a quantity, okay, by the system. Okay. ATP rule assignment. So within the ATP rule assignment, you have to select assignment basis as a organization, and assignment assigned to organization as a whatever your organization name. Okay. So this is what you have to do. So that is the ATP rule. Now we'll go to the manage sourcing rule. Okay. In the manage sourcing rule, so let me search the sourcing rule. So if you look at that, the sourcing rule, so this is what the item. Okay. Let me, and if we search with the different org, okay. So there is an no, the definition we have defined. Okay. If we define, right, so only we have defined as a local. All right. And if we come to the manage assignment set, okay, in the manage assignment set, let's go ahead and see what we have. Okay. So click on the pencil icon, and now we will search with our ABB. So if you see the configuration, so basically we have created one sourcing rule, okay, that is our global sourcing rule, okay, that we have created. And if we go and view this sourcing rule, so this is what we have defined, correct? So name and then description, okay, and then start date, transfer from this 100% allocation, and then rank, correct? That is what we have done. So first time what system does, basically system will validate, okay, whether the stock is available to this inventory org or not. If not, then it will go for the purchase requisition, okay, because our item is set up as a buy item, correct? Now we have to create one rule. So for that, what you can do, so in dropship, only global sourcing rule is supported, not the local one. Local one is required for only and only, okay, for the back to back. So let me copy, and in order to define, so we'll define for our item, and this has to be global and local. Local for back to back, global for the dropship. We'll set the date, and after that we'll say plus, and then buy from. So we are defining buy from. We will purchase from which supplier. So ABB supplier, that is what we have created. So ABB supplier, that is what we have created. Now supplier side. So supplier side that we have created as supplier side. Okay. Supplier side source system. So that is OPS. Allocation is 100% and rank is 2. So rank cannot be one for both the rules. Okay. First rule that we have created, that always to check stock. Okay. Now why we have done that? So let's take example, another example, right? Sometime Amazon will have their own stock available into their warehouses. Correct. So they would like to go and prefer that whenever there is an order, first it's checked whether that stock is available into Amazon warehouse. If not, then it will go to the supplier to procure that. Correct. So first we will check that priority as a one, that yes, if stock available, go ahead and fulfill it directly from my warehouse. If not, then it will go to the drop shipment because it saves my cost. Correct. I will procure that, keep it into my stock, then I will fulfill. So it's delay the delivery, and there are highly chances that that order got cancelled, right, from the customer side due to delay. So we have
Can we
certain
get the
criteria.
rank 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Suppose one supplier have the
Yes.
no item, then
Yes.
it will go to
So
the second, third.
yes, exactly. So basically, what you can do, right? If you go to third priority, fourth priority, okay. So let's take example supplier case. Okay, so supplier case. Let's take example. You have two supplier, and business asks that I would like to go ahead with the two suppliers. So what you can do, you can click on plus. Okay, let me put
Okay, okay, got
percentage
it. So
plus
it will give
50.
the rank third in the
Exactly.
addition.
So you have to put 50. So your
50.
planning cannot be 100% more than 100%. You got my point? Planning recommendation always be
Yes, sir.
100%. And rank you can define 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But your allocation percentage, all sum will be equivalent to 100% only. Got it?
Got it, sir.
Okay. So that's how you can, define it. Let me put, we'll put EVB dropship. Okay. All right. And so how? Let me give you the example. So you can go ahead and you can again say buy and you can choose another supplier. Let's say this one. Site you can select this one. Percentage you can put 100. So if you see that planning active flag, so that only be enabled if this total is 100%. And if you say this third, then what system does? Okay. If you put it, then only 50% allocation will go to the second rank supplier. So you can put, the second also. Okay. So rank will be second, means whenever there's a stock coming up 100 quantity, 50 quantity will be allocated to this supplier and 50 quantity will go to the this supplier. You got that? If you say,
No, sir. We have to provide second rank for the
yeah,
both.
yeah, for
As
the
we have
both,
mentioned 50-50 here.
yes. No, why we have 50-50? Because business use case. See, try to understand this rule can be confirmed based on the business condition. So business ask you, I want to procure 100 quantity, and those 100 quantity will create two purchase order. Okay, two PR, correct? And two PR will go to the two supplier. So 50 quantity to A supplier and rest 50 quantity to B supplier. You got that?
Yes, I got.
So
And
this allocation will decide 50,000, automatically it will split into two and it will go because we have two rank, it will go both suppliers. You got that?
yes, sir, I got it. If I give the rank 3, then what will
Yeah,
happen?
rank. Yeah. So if you give the rank three, right, then so system first allocate this and then it will go to the third rank if
Okay,
it's
100
unable to
quantity
find out.
record allocated for to the rank second. If they have not available quantity, so it will go to the third rank, right?
Correct. Then there is
Okay, sir,
also
got it.
another criteria, the capacity of the supplier. So there are a lot of, other configurations also required. Okay, which you have to do. Okay, so we have defined that. Let me save. And if we try to search, okay, let me search. Remove this organization and we'll try to search. So this is a global. See, planning active flag enabled. Okay, now we'll go to the manage assignment set, and within the manage assignment set we'll do the mapping. So we have done mapping, so let's do that, the mapping, and we'll check for this. Okay. So for that also, what we have to do, so we'll say the item. Okay, so what is my item? ABB. I think let me copy and paste and remove the dropship. Okay, so that was my item sourcing rule, and we have define the sourcing rule. You got that? So this is what the sourcing rule that you have to create for the dropship. So, okay, system says that it is already available. So let me search with that if it is there. But you understand, right? How to create. Let me check if I have created earlier. Okay. Yes. So this is already there. See. Okay. So you have to set item number, sourcing rule, and this is what the sourcing rule. And if you go to the view sourcing rule to buy from, supplier name, allocation, and rank. Got it? Same way we have created. So you
Yes, sir.
understand how to create, what to create, right? For sourcing rule. And once you're done with the sourcing rule and then assignment set, okay, what you have to do next? You have to run the collect planning. Okay, and refresh order promising. So once collect planning is completed, then you have to do the refresh order promising. What next? So we have completed ATP, we have completed sourcing, assignment, item setup we have already done. Now we'll go to the manage dropship financial flow. Okay, so let's go to manage dropship percent. So manage dropship financial flows. So this is what the setup where you do the linkage, right? Who is the receiver and who will be, right? So selling view. Okay. So we have created our ABB Limited and now try to search. Okay. So this is what the financial flow that we have created. Now click on the pencil icon. Yes, we would like to record. Okay. So if you see that, right? So this is a dropship flow and supplier ownership change event that you have to create ASN from supplier priority. Okay. And then effective start date active. Okay. So that we have to do. Okay. Now let me click on the dropship flow and I will show you how to create also. So if you looked at dropship flow, that is what we have created as a name. You can, enter the any name as business you can discuss and ASN from supplier. Then you have to configure the selling view to receiving view configuration mapping. Okay. So line one, selling view is our ABB Limited legal entity that we have configured. Receiving trade organization is also our inventory organization and receiving BU is same. BU is receiving BU. It might be the case that receiving BU is different. Receiving organization is different. Correct. So where you have, the global BU concept and you have another entity, right, who is receiving, then so those kind of mapping can be done accordingly. Then what will be your requisition view? So requisition view can be different, right? It is possible. So how we can create this mapping? Let me show you. Okay. So you click on plus, will not save the record because already we done the configuration. Just I'll show you. So we say drop. Okay. All right. We'll quickly complete the setup and then in next, drop ship. Okay. Now event. So event is AP invoice match or ASN from supplier. So supplier ownership change event is ASN from supplier. Okay. Priority you can set 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 is already there. So we say as a 4 priority. And according to this priority, that financial flow will get picked up. Okay. You will say plus. Then selling view. Selling view, you have to select your view, whatever your existing view, legal entity will get defaulted. And then the receiving trade organization. So let's say ABB INV 02. I have set up that. Once I done, then receiving view, receiving legal entity, liquidation view get automatically defaulted. And effective start date is this. So this is how we have created, and status we have to keep as an active. Then only this flow will get effective and will say save and close. So now if you notice that in earlier rule, we have selected first inventory organization. For second rule, what we have selected as a inventory two. Okay. And based on the priority system will select that financial flow. So we created the dropship financial flow. So this is a very key important setup. Okay. So if you see 3 and 4, okay, both will have, different inventory ops. Okay. Now click on done. Okay. Let's quickly move. Okay. To So we have 8 minutes left in order to close the session. Let's place one order. Okay, so we'll go and create order. Okay, so let's view now. Select ABB customer. That is what we have created, and ABB dropship our order type. Or maybe quickly copy rather than searching. Okay, so that will save some time. All right. So we have done. Now we'll go to the reprice order. Let me copy our item. So that is what our item. Let me enter the item number. Okay. So we'll say 100 quantity. Click on add. Okay. So we have added that. Now we'll go to the lorry icon, the shipment area. So general, shipping, supply, and we'll go to the billing and payment. Payment term is getting defaulted, and sales credit. Now we'll try to submit that particular order. So let me submit. So our order number is 8488. That is what the order number that we have created. So order number All right. Now click on refresh. So if you look at this supply, so over here also you can define your supplier. Okay, you can enter that supplier and supplier site detail if you would like to go with some other supplier also. Okay, so that provision is already there, but system will default, one supply type automatically. Okay, so let me click on show all. Okay, so ABB customer. Okay, and let me go to the other detail and we'll go to the shipping detail. Okay, and let's wait for system to process. So manual scheduling is required, so that we have to do. So let's go ahead switch to fulfillment view because we have enabled that, right, while doing the customization. So go to the fulfillment lines, and once we click on the fulfillment lines, we'll click on the schedule. After that, it will start processing our request. Okay, schedule. So we have click on the schedule. So scheduling started. Now we'll refresh, keep refreshing. We'll click on the supply detail. So it's still yet to become. Okay. Okay. Let me refresh. The system is very slow. Let's see. Let's refresh. So after 10 minutes, I will send you another invite. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll continue this. Meanwhile, let it be passes. And let me stop the recording.